22 things you didn't know about your body. You probably think you know your body pretty well. After all, you're the one who feeds it, nurtures it, gazes at it in the mirror, and uses it to walk through this world. But did you have any idea of a tiny knob? Or that your pinky is your strongest finger? It's all true. Here are 20 weird facts about your body that you probably didn't know. Number 1. Your belly button is a jungle. Scientists recently discovered that your belly button may have a biodiverse bacterial ecosystem similar to the one found in a rainforest. Number 2. Your feet can grow as you age. After years of wear and tear, tendons and ligaments in your feet may weaken. This can cause arches to flatten, which means feet get wider and longer. It won't happen to everyone though. People who are overweight, who get swollen feet or ankles, or who have certain medical conditions like diabetes are more prone. If it does happen, the average gain is about one shoe size by age 70 or 80. Number 3. Sleep paralysis could kill you. If you've ever suffered from sleep paralysis, you could also meet your maker thanks to the disorder. Sudden unexplained nocturnal death syndrome, SUNDS, can occur in those who experience a myocardial infarct. If this happens, it's usually very painful and would most definitely wake you up. However, if your cardiac muscles and diaphragm are paralyzed because of sleep paralysis, you don't stand a chance. Number 4. Motion sickness is caused by your insides shifting about. Motion sickness occurs when your loosely connected internal organs, like your stomach and intestines, shift about with you. Don't worry, you're not damaging your innards. Your nerves detect the movement, and that's when you get that all too familiar stomach and throat feeling. Number 5. Your mind isn't playing tricks on you when you see stars. Those bright flashes and squiggly lines you see when you rub your eyes, sneeze, or stand up too fast aren't figments of your imagination. They really are sparks of light inside your eyeballs. All cells within the human body let off light. These light emissions, called biphotons, are always present within the eye, but your brain is usually able to ignore them. However, when you apply pressure to your eyes, more biphotons are created than your brain is able to process, and as a result, you can see the light. These visible flashes are called phosphenes. Number 6. Your taste is off after you brush your teeth. There's a good reason why orange juice and many other things taste terrible after you brush your teeth. Chemicals in your toothpaste mess with your taste buds. The two chemicals that cause your toothpaste to get foamy, sodium lauryl ether sulfate, SLES, and sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, suppress the receptors on your taste buds that perceive sweetness. At the same time, SLES and SLS break down the phospholipids on the tongue that usually inhibit bitterness. In plain terms, these chemicals diminish your ability to taste sweet things while simultaneously heightening your ability to taste bitter things. A combo that wreaks havoc on your breakfast. Number 7. Goosebumps are pointless. Many generations ago, when humans were much hairier, goosebumps served a useful function. They helped our ancestors' hair stand on end in order to make them appear larger in threatening situations, the same way a cat bristles its fur when it's scared. Today, we no longer need to stave off predators in this way. And without all the extra hair, our goosebumps are much more visible, but the response remains, which explains why goosebumps show up not only when you're cold, but also when you're afraid. Number 8. Women handle the cold worse than men. The fairer sex has a higher percentage of body fat and conserves more heat around the core. That helps keep vital organs nice and toasty, but not the extremities. And when your hands and feet feel cold, so does the rest of your body. Plus, research suggests that women have a lower threshold for cold than men. When exposed to the same freezing temperature, the blood vessels in women's fingers constrict more than men's do, which is why they turn white more quickly. Number 9. Fingertips don't actually improve your grip. Many experts think we have fingertips to improve grip, but a British study from a few years back suggests otherwise. Researchers found that a fingerprint's ridges actually made it harder to hold flat, smooth surfaces like plexiglass because they reduce the skin's contact area. Instead, they think our prints might help wick water off our fingertips or allow our skin to stretch more easily, which can protect it from damage and help prevent blisters. Other scientists have suggested fingerprints could improve our sense of touch. Number 10. Your teeth shift with age. Every smile is different, but a lot of this has to do with loss of the bone behind the gums that occurs with aging. If you lose enough bone, which can be exacerbated by such factors as smoking or gum disease, your teeth can shift. Number 11. A blink is a micronap. You probably thought that a blink was just something you do to keep your eyes moist or keep dust out of them. This is a very valuable service, of course, but we actually blink way more than needed for that alone, about 15 to 20 times per minute. In fact, closing our eyes briefly has been found, according to a study by Washington University, to help sharpen attention and services as a miniature recharge. Number 12. Your hair helps the environment. Dirty hair can be good for the atmosphere. According to environmental engineers at the Missouri University of Science and Technology, hair absorbs the air pollutant ozone. Scalp oils were found to be a major contributor to this. So if you want to do your part to help your local air quality, skip the shampoo. More than anything, this fact truly proves to be one of the more interesting things you didn't know about your body. Number 13. Sneezes can travel up to 20 feet. You may think you're safe when the guy all the way across the subway car sneezes, but you may be in the line of fire without even realizing it. A video study conducted by researchers at MIT found that sneezes travel much farther than previously believed, as far as 20 feet. Number 14. Earwax is good for you. To be clear, you do not want to eat earwax, but that annoying stuff you're using Q-tips to remove serves the important purpose of lubricating, cleaning, and protecting your ears from infection. It's as much as 50% fat coating the ear and catching dust and debris, keeping your ears healthy even if it looks gross. Number 15. Your diaphragm causes side stitches when you run. Your diaphragm gets stretched, pulled, and pounded during a run, which can cause that sharp stabbing pain at the lower edge of your rib cage, usually on the right side of your body. To help the pain pass, slow down and take more controlled, easy breaths. Number 16. Bacteria is what makes your pits stink. Your body has two kinds of sweat glands. Most of those on your arms and legs secrete a mix of water and salt, but the glands in your armpits, as well as your groin, release an oily substance which bacteria loves. It's actually the bacteria eating the oil that releases the telltale stench. Number 17. Half your hand strength is in your pinky. The pinky seems unassuming, but it's crucial for your hand strength, helping the thumb to pinch and giving more power to the rings, middle, and index fingers. Lori Rogers, hand therapist at National Rehabilitation Hospital in Washington, told the New York Times that losing your pinky would mean you'd lose 50% of your hand strength easily. Number 18. Humans have more than 5 senses. While we have sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing, humans also have proprioception, sense of space, and nociception, sense of pain. There's also equilibrioception, sense of balance, thermoception, sense of temperature in and around the body, temporal perception, sense of time, and more depending on who you ask. So yeah, the sixth sense might need a new title. Number 19. Your body position affects your memory. Researchers have found that sitting and looking downward will make it easier to recall negative memories, while sitting upward and looking upward makes it easier to recall positive, empowering memories. Number 20. The smallest bone in your body is in your ear. No named bone in your body is smaller or lighter than the stapes, a bone in the middle ear that's actually shaped like a stirrup. It's complete with a base and an oval window, which is covered with a membrane that measures sound vibrations. Number 21. Kids grow fastest in the summer. As the temperature rises, so do the height of kids. While you might imagine that growth happens in a steady, gradual way, Joseph Gigant, MD, Associate Professor of Pediatrics at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital in Nashville, tells CNN that, like much else in the natural world, growth spurts can be seasonal. Number 22. There are no muscles in your fingers. Your fingers do countless important things throughout the day, from opening jars to opening doors. But as strong a grip as you might have, it's not because you've got strong muscles in your fingers. Any movement that happens in your fingers is due to tendons and bones, with a lot of help from muscles in the palms of your hands and at the base of each individual digit.